Okay, make sure my paper's right. Right, now we're going to be looking at the algebraic conventions. These are the rules that you always have to use when you're doing algebra, and you need to remember them. So let's make sure that you do from last year. So let's make our heading, algebraic conventions. Again, guys, I want you to write these down. Okay? Alright, so let's have a look. The first rule is a multiplication sign is not required, so I do not want to see multiplication signs. So, let's put the first one, multiplication. You guys call it times, a multiplication sign, don't move it too much, is not required between variables. Now remember, what is a variable? Have a look at your notes. Between variables and numbers. So, if we had an example that looked like this, if it said 5 times b, you would actually write that as, you would write it as 5b. There would be no times between there, okay? They get really, really close when they multiply, okay? Do you get my drift? Really, really close when they multiply. So let's look at the next one. If the question was A times D times F, they get really, really close and those disappear. So it would be A, D, and F. Very important one. Okay, so just as multiplication sign, the times sign, we don't want to see, another sign we don't want to see is divide. So let's do this. How do we do it then? Division can be shown as a, how you tell me? It's a fraction. As a fraction. So, if we're looking, if we've got, we've got 3a, was it 3a? I can't read. 3a divided by b. 3a divided by b, we would make it 3a divided by b. Okay, you've done that before, so you should know how to do that. The next one we're going to look at is, let me get a different color text, it's orange. Indices show variables being multiplied by themselves. So that one, numbers are written before the variable, I think. Okay, so let's do indices. Show variables multiplied by themselves, which you know this already. So if we had to say c times c, you would actually say c squared. Okay? You know that one. Alright, let's look. Now, this one's important and a lot of people do forget it. Now, guys, you're getting to grade 8. You're going to get marked down if you don't remember these rules. For instance, this one, numbers. Just check you can see this, otherwise I may have to change colour. Yeah, I think I better change colour. Let's change to a darker green. Numbers, okay, are written before a variable. Okay, so the numbers are written before a variable. For instance, if I said A times 4, we know that A and 4 have to get really close, but which direction do they go in? They go 4A. So think to yourself, well, the numbers are always really important because this is maths. Think of yourself that way. And the last one that we have to do, which is important, is variables are written in alphabetical order. Variables are written in alphabetical order. So, let's do an example. If we've got y times z times x, and you can see there why we use that x and not that x. So what is it's x, y, z, so we're going to go x, y, z. Our answer is going to be x, y, z. Okay, all next to one another. Okay guys, now you can start exercise 3.1. Off you go.